we have the game of the week or what right here. Kyler Murray versus Baker Mayfield. The undefeated Cardinals versus, I don't want to say the beatdown Browns, but the Browns that came off of a very, very tough loss in Week 5, looking to bounce back. This is arguably the game of the week. To me, it's this one or the Chargers-Ravens. And then, of course, there's some other good games out there as always. Vikings-Panthers, Broncos-Raiders, division rival, Bills-Titans, Steelers-Seahawks. There's good games. But this one right here, I think, is arguably America's game of the week. Kyler Murray versus Baker Mayfield. I'm going to get into the breakdown, the matchup, prediction, everything you want and need to know about this game. I'll be giving my take on, but before I do, I got to hear your guys' take. What is your score prediction for this game? Shootout, blowout, one-score game, whatever it is, comment down below. Let's get straight into it. As you can see, the quarterback matchup right there, there's some basic numbers. 1,500 yards for Kyler Murray through the air, 10 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, and that doesn't even count what he's done on the ground. Baker Mayfield, to be honest, I didn't realize his numbers were so low until right now. 1,240 passing yards, kind of irrelevant. I don't take that into too much of a statistic as far as how good a quarterback is. That 4 touchdowns, that's not very many. And I get every team's different, every scheme is different. When you got Nick Chubb, are you really going to take the ball out of his hands that much? I agree. But still, 4 touchdowns through 5 weeks, not the best. But again, they're 3-2. They're winning. They will probably be a playoff team, so no knock to them. Looking at a couple other things. This will let me scroll down. Give me 1 second, guys. Apologize for that. You can see the average points per game. Cardinals are leading there. If you look at the backfield, obviously Chase Edmonds and James Conner have been getting the job done lately as far as touchdown production goes. A couple hot games. You saw Chase Edmonds had, 12 carries, 120 yards just 2 weeks ago, but are we really going to compare him to the Lightning and Thunder duo between Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt? I think not. Receiving room, I'm liking the Cardinals a lot. D-Hop, Rondell Moore, and D-Hop hasn't even been that loud this year. He's had some amazing catches just for last week. Just for example, he's D-Hop, but still he's not on that nth tier, and yet this Cardinals receiving room is still shining. Christian Kirk, AJ Green, Rondell Moore, Max Williams got banged up, but still, and the Browns, they're just looking for guys. Who's going to be the guy this week? It changes every week. Is it going to be David Njoku, Austin Hooper, OBJ? Is he ever going to make a return of him old self? Donovan Peoples-Jones, Rashard Higgins, Anthony Schwartz. They both got depth. They both got receiving rooms. But who's the hotter receiving room? I would definitely say Arizona. Offensive line. We all know the Browns are probably going to win that one. Defense, that's where things get shaky. And that's kind of where I like the Browns this game, to be honest. Reason being, Chandler Jones right here, the man that had 5 sacks in just one game, he's not playing this week. And Byron Murphy's questionable as well. I think Byron Murphy might push through and pull it out, but Chandler Jones is on the COVID list. He will not be playing. And that is absolutely huge in favor of the Cleveland Browns. I think that's kind of going under the radar for this matchup. It's in Cleveland. They got their butts kicked. And you could argue they're the healthier team. They are missing Jarvis Landry. They are missing Jadeveon Clowney, so they're not that healthy. But as far as the type of impact of what they're missing, Chandler Jones is very important to this Cardinals pass rush, at least in my opinion. And they still got talent. J.J. Watt, Zavon Collins, Twinkle Toes flying all around. In the secondary, Budda Baker, Byron Murphy, they're playing well, but still not having Chandler Jones, that is a big, big advantage for the Cleveland Browns, especially if their offense can get going early. So if I broke it down, who wins the quarterback matchup? Kyler over Baker all day. No offense to Baker, but Kyler's playing an MVP level backfield. Browns win this one all day. Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, receiving room. I do think the Browns have the chance to be a hot receiving room, and they have the chance to go toe-to-toe with the Cardinals receiving room. But on paper, as of right now, who's healthy and who's performing how? Cardinals are better. Offensive line, Browns, and defense. Without Chandler Jones, I might have to lean towards Browns. This isn't Cleveland. That's an advantage as well. And this is a very tight matchup for me to predict that's going to come down to the wire. Like I said, I think this has the potential to be the game of the week. I don't know if it'll be a 47-42 shootout like the Browns were in last week. But as far as in matchups and who's going to win, it's a toss-up. I mean, we can even check the odds of this game. Let's see who's favored. I would guess Cleveland's barely favored just because it's at home, but we'll see. Yep. Cleveland favored -2.5. Odds to win 59% Cleveland, 41% Arizona, and that's kind of how I'm feeling. I think it might be a little closer. I'd say probably 55 Cleveland, 45 Arizona. Excuse that. And again, if Arizona comes out on top, I would not be surprised. And To be honest, I would probably pick Arizona in this game if they had Chandler Jones, but with them not having him, I don't want to say he's as good as Myles Garrett, but that's the type of impact they're losing. If the Browns didn't have Myles Garrett in this game, it'd be like, okay, Arizona's still winning this one easy, and that's a similar thing for Arizona not having Chandler Jones. That's just a big advantage for the Cleveland Browns in this game, so therefore I'm giving them the slight edge for the reasons being of having the better backfield, a stronger O-line against a weaker pass rush without Chandler Jones, the better defense, being at home and having their backs pressed against the wall. I got to roll with the Cleveland Browns on this one. But again, when you got Kyler Murray, do not count yourselves out. Do not count out the Arizona Cardinals. If the Cardinals come out, what happened when they were going to go against the Rams? Everyone picked the Rams. I picked the Rams. And then what freaking happened? Cardinals showed it's not even close. There's a gap between us. We're the better team. We're the best team. It could be the exact same thing here. I'm still rolling the Browns, but I would not be surprised if I'm wrong again. How dare I pick against Kyler Murray? He may prove me wrong. You can see the countdown right there. It's 4 days, 5 hours, 23 minutes. Obviously, be a little bit different from when you're watching this, but still, this game's going to be good. It's going to be exciting, in my opinion. Like I said, game of the week is either this one, Cardinals versus Browns, or the Chargers versus Ravens. 5-0 Cardinals versus 3-2 Browns, or 4-1 Chargers versus 4-1 Ravens. Those are the two best matchups, no matter who you think is the best. Those are the two games of the week, in my opinion. I'm going to be getting in the Chargers and Ravens in a little bit, so make sure to check out that video as well. But like I said, I'm rolling the Browns ever so slightly in this one. My score prediction would be a tight game. I would say 34-31. Cleveland Browns just edging out the Arizona Cardinals, mainly due to them not having their best pass rusher, Chandler Jones. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your score prediction below. Like I said, as always, and of course, guys, thank you for watching. 2 in the morning.